Okay, dear, you're welcome to this particular course, and I'll be taking on file management in Kali Linux. So our subtopic would be navigating the file system. So these are the list of commands that I'll be taking today. So let's get to it. So we are actually at our desktop directory. So our first command would be to print the working directory that we are in to the terminal. As you can see, we are in desktop directory. So the second command would be the ls command, which is to list the contents of any given directory. As you can see, these are the contents of my desktop, just as what is obtainable at the background right here graphically. So our next command would be the change of directory command. So how this actually works, you could give it to period for you to go back a directory. As you can see, we are no longer at the desktop directory, we are at the home page. You can go further to list its contents. These are the contents of my home page. You can see desktop, you can see documents. So let's actually go to downloads. As you can see, I'm in the download section. You can actually use ls to view the contents of the downloads. As you can see, so you can as well do change of directory with the two periods and actually go back to our home directory. So the next one will be the make directory command, which is actually used to create a new directory. So you can see, let's navigate to our desktop first. So we can make a directory right here. Let's say games. As you can see, the folder games has just appeared on our desktop. So our next command is the rmdir, which is to remove an empty directory. So we are going to take this command, and we're going to take this command at the same time, because they both complement each other. So we can use the remove directory to actually remove any directory that you know that it's empty. You can see games has just disappeared. So let's bring it back. And the rm is also used to remove, is also used to delete files, but in this case we will be adding the r flag, so it will be able to actually delete a directory folder, because without the r flag it won't be able to delete the directory. So that will take us to our next command, which is the cp command. So the cp command is actually used to move files, actually used to copy file from one location to another. So let's copy the kite text into the rocky folder. So this is how it will be. So we can go ahead and navigate into our rock folder, and we'll be able to see our kite text. As you can see, our kite text right here, it has been copied to our rock folder. So our next command that we'll be taking will be the touch command. So the touch command is actually used to create an empty file. It's actually used to create an empty file or to update file timestamps. So let's go back to our desktop and let's use the touch command. Let's say touch, let's create father.txt. so that's appeared. So let's just open and just write one or two words. Say Mr. Smith, Mr. James, Mr. Matthew, and let's save this. And that will actually take us to our next command, which is to display file content. So let's actually display the further that we just actually created, the further text file. As you can see, it's actually brought its contents out. So our next one will be the grep. The grep is actually used to search for patterns in files. So let's say we want to look for James in father.txt. As you can see, that's switched out James. And our last command is the find command. The find command is actually used to look for files online. You can basically use it to search for anything. So let's go for Firefox. Let's search for okay. Let's search for test. Let's look for test. We are able to find test on our desktop. So let's look for a more complex, let's say ROQ. So here are the different locations where you could actually find a ROQ. The ROQ file or folder, as you can see, ROQ is a folder, not a file. It's actually a directory. So we've actually come to the end of this particular section of the file management system in Kali Linux. So I'll be meeting in my next course.